Welcome to Small Biz Flash, your briefing on small business news, trends, and insights. I'm your host, Adam Hewitt. Thanks for joining me. Today, we're talking about standard operating procedures, or SOPs, and why they're so important to help your business run more efficiently. Every business needs them, and we'll tell you how to put them together today. That's coming up right after the news roundup. All right, let's dive in. Small businesses' perception of the economy dimmed slightly during the first quarter of this year, according to the latest Small Business Index from MetLife and the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. The index score has been steadily dropping from 66.8 in Q2 of last year to 60.0 this past quarter. It was at 71.7 in Q4 of 2020, right before the pandemic hit. Despite their doubts about the health of the economy, most owners remain optimistic about their own businesses. 63% said that their business was in good health. Inflation continued to cause heartburn at record high rates. 54% of owners cited it as their top concern, the fifth consecutive quarter that inflation has topped the list of challenges. The Federal Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, or CFPB, finalized a rule last week to increase transparency in small business lending. The rule will require lenders to collect and report information about the small business credit applications they receive, including geographic and demographic data, lending decisions, and the price of credit. The CFPB says that having the rule in place during the pandemic would have been beneficial by allowing for better targeted, more effective lending. There is currently limited data on small business entrepreneurs' access to credit and no comprehensive information available about small business lending, according to the CFPB. A number of small business groups, including the National Federation of Independent Business and the Small Business and Entrepreneurship Council, are throwing their support behind the Lower Energy Costs Act introduced in the U.S. House of Representatives. The bill proposes to increase oil production, streamline the permitting process, and reverse at least some of the Biden administration's energy policies. If the bill were to pass both the House and the Senate, it faces a near certain veto from President Biden. You can find more information on this and other stories in the news roundup by going to the links in the show notes. Small business owners, your finances are the cornerstone of your business. You need the bookkeeping pros at SBS Accounting and Advisors to keep your AP, AR, and financial statements on track. For 16 years, the good folks at SBS have been helping owners like you make better decisions and grow their profits. So go to sbsaccountants.com today to set up a free 30-minute consultation. Use the promo code FLASH to get 20% off your setup fee. Again, that's sbsaccountants.com. For any business, having systems in place to perform essential functions is paramount to long-term success. If you don't have systems, you won't be efficient and you won't be able to scale. A key part of developing a systematic approach to managing your business is the Standard Operating Procedure, or SOP, a document that tells employees how to perform a function or task. SOPs keep your employees on the same page and promote quality, efficiency, and smoother operations. SOPs are especially important to small businesses that have few employees because when someone is out sick or on vacation or quits unexpectedly and no one else knows how to do his or her job, it can be a real nightmare. Having a library of SOPs enables other employees to step in to fill the gap in these situations, minimizing lost time, frustration, and disruption to the business. SOPs also serve as a tool in the cross-training of employees, again, especially important to smaller businesses. One reason some companies don't have SOPs is because it does take some time to put them together, but the payoffs are well worth the effort. Just remember that you don't have to make your SOPs complicated. Resolve to keep them as simple as possible using plain, everyday language. Get started by focusing on a few of the processes in your business that are most often performed either incorrectly or that lack uniformity. When designing the SOP, ask, what is the real-world way this thing gets done? And stick to that approach, because if you're not careful, SOPs can morph into something more akin to a legal document than a handy process guide. Also, avoid directions or language that is unclear or could be misinterpreted. Remember that your goal is precision and uniformity of executing the task at hand. Get an employee who is very good at said task to help you write the SOP. The employee or employees closest to the work should also review the draft SOP, ask questions, and give feedback before a final version can be completed. SOPs can take various forms: step-by-step instructions, checklists, flowcharts, and even videos. Whatever the format, visuals are always useful to aid in employee learning. You should also highly consider software to help you construct, update, and distribute SOPs. There are numerous platforms out there, including Scribe, Trainual, and SwipeGuide. I'll include links to all of these in the show notes. Someone must have ultimate responsibility for the SOP because it will need to be evaluated on a regular basis for updates or adjustments, whether that be monthly, quarterly, or annually. SOPs can quickly become outdated, so it's critical that they stay on the agenda of the company. Thanks for listening to Small Biz Flash. I'm your host, Adam Hewitt. If you enjoy the show, please tell someone about the podcast, and a comment on LinkedIn, Facebook, or YouTube would be great as well. I sure do appreciate it, and I'll see you next week.